Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a flow through all of the warriors in our practice, and we will just have a nice little practice. We're going to start with a pranayama practice, which is pranayama is Sanskrit for the breath practice, that part of yoga. That can be something that you can practice anytime throughout your day. Gearing this towards kind of stress relief, really causing relaxation and focus of the mind before we start our physical practice. So let's get started. We're going to take a comfortable seat. You can sit however you'd like. I'm going to take just a regular seat with crossed legs. Go ahead and find your stillness, root down through your sit bones. Sit nice and tall, long spine. Tuck your chin a little bit to lengthen the back of your neck. Arms can rest gently on your thighs or your knees. Elbows relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Eyes float closed if they're not already closed. And start deepening your inhales and your exhales. Noticing how you feel before you start, doing a body scan. Noticing if your mind is already starting to wander, and can you push those thoughts away, that chatter away for just a little bit so that you can really focus on you, use this time for yourself. So in this pranayama practice, what we're going to do is we're going to start to lengthen the exhale process. And then we might spend a little time in suspension, which is holding before you exhale, as well as retention, which is holding for a moment before you inhale again after your exhale. So just start breathing. Again, we're deepening our breath at this point, just starting to kind of exercise the lungs, get them ready for your practice. And then on your next inhale, inhale everything in your nose into your lungs. Fill your lungs up. Restrict the back of your throat. Hold that breath in. And then exhale it out to the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything should be out. Let's do that again. Inhale, just a free inhale, filling up your lungs. Hold it there. And then with your Ujjayi breath, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your last part of your exhale, really think about pulling that belly button back towards your spine, using your diaphragm to fully empty your lungs. One more time, we're going to do that big inhale, inhaling everything in. Don't worry about the count. Hold it for a moment. And then exhale in 4, 3, 2, 1. Next inhale, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it there. And then we're going to exhale in 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just breathe normally for just a moment. Notice where your mind goes. Is there a little bit of fear there? Maybe I'll overdo it. Is there a little bit of anxiety that happens? Or do you find that your mind is kind of getting centered on your practice here? The next 3 we're going to do, we're going to inhale to a count of 6 and exhale to a count of 8. So use your abdominals, use your diaphragm to control both the inhale and your exhale. Your exhale with that constricted back of your throat to create that ujjayi breath. Use your diaphragm to slowly control that release of air from your body. When you're ready, we are going to start your inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that breath out for a moment. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One last time here, everybody together. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale now. Sweep your arms up overhead. Palms press overhead. Bring your hands down in front of your chest. Pressing your thumbs into your sternum, your breastbone. Check in with yourself again. Check in with your mind. Check in with your body. Making sure your shoulders are relaxed. Float your eyes open and then rock over your hands and knees. Rock over your knees to your hands and knees, tabletop position. Position your hands under your shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to move through our cat-cow. So inhaling, drop the belly, collarbone wide. Exhale, arch your back, belly button to spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Shoulder blades are wide across your back, belly button to spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Arch the back. Really move through every segment of your spine. Belly button towards your spine. And then inhale, come to your neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Send your hips high for downward dog. Maybe pedaling out your feet. Maybe swaying your hips side to side. Getting comfortable in your down dog. Making sure you're ready to practice today. And then when you're done with that, find some stillness in this pose. Find your engagement. Make sure your neck and head is relaxed. Shoulders are elevated but not towards your ears. Wrapping those shoulder blades around the side of your body. Feeling those creases of your elbows wrap and point forward towards the front of your mat. Lower ribs pulling in. Sit bones are high. Heels pressing towards the ground. Inhale forward to a plank position, strong plank, straight as a board, neck is long. Squeeze everything in together, kind of hug all the muscles towards the bone. Really start to try to feel all your muscles of your belly, of your arms, legs, thighs, everything. Just hug it in. Give your bones a big squeeze. And then exhale, release it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Slide those hands back, untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, press up over your knees. Keep your hips high. Walk your hands forward about the length of your hand. And press your chest down towards the mat. Allow your head, chin, or chest to press down into the mat, whatever is comfortable without crunching into your cervical spine. And then slide your hands back to their original position. And then actually drag your hands all the way back so you're sitting back on your feet in kind of a modified Virasana. Inhale, come up onto your knees, half kneeling, arms raised up overhead, biceps frame the ears. Clasp your hands, keeping your pointer fingers extended, thumbs can hook or stay extended. Take an inhale here. Exhale, side bend over towards the left, opening that right side body. Try not to rotate, keeping your ribs open towards the sky, not rotating down towards the floor, rounding your spine. Breathing into that right side of your lungs. And then inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, shoot it over towards the right side of your mat, opening that left side body, left shoulder. And then inhale it back up. Exhale, release your hands, clasp them behind your back. Palms press, knuckles pull straight towards the floor, opening up the collarbone. Keep your low belly tucked, but maybe gaze up a little bit. We're not going into a full back bend. We're just opening the shoulders here. And then if you can, keep your hands clasped. Sit back down on your heels. Bow it forward to a kind of child's pose, reaching those wrists forward towards the top of your mat. Allow your head to rest on your mat. Keep pulling your shoulder blades down your back and then maybe extending those arms a little bit further. And then go ahead and release your arms. Reach your hands down by your toes. Keep your head planted. And then sweep your arms forward, keeping into that child pose. Now you're in a traditional child pose with the arms over the head. And then inhale, coming up back onto all fours. Kind of find your spot if you kind of got scooted back. And then return to your downward facing dog, hips are high. Look up between your palms, come up on your tippy toes, and with straight legs, walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, come to a flat back, hands to shins, pull your shoulder blades back, pull your belly in. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Let it all go, keeping a nice generous bend in your legs. Maybe your belly's touching your thighs. And then as you inhale next, come up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to standing. Head comes up last, roll your shoulder blades back, palms forward, mountain pose. Take some time to notice the contact of your feet with your mat. feeling like you're not over rotating towards the outer edge of your foot, or not rotating, but everting and inverting. Make sure you're not over pushing through the big toe mound. Your feet, your toes should wiggle freely. And actually, let's do like a yogi toe. So lift all 10 toes up on each foot, and then spread them as wide as you can. And then one at a time, starting with your pinky, and then rolling through, set your toes down on the mat, trying to keep your toes as far apart as you can. Now every toe is contacting, and your foot should be, the whole bottom of your foot weight is distributed properly. Softness in your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Clasp your hands, keeping your index finger extended, thumbs extended. Exhale, leaning over to the left. Opening your right side body. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, leaning over to the right. Side body stretch on the left side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left one more time. Inhale, come up, using your obliques to get you up. Exhale to the right. And then one more time, inhaling up, using those obliques. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive over your legs. Let it hang. Inhale to a flat back. Hands can be on your shins still, or trying to get to the block, or to a block or the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms, inhale. Step your feet back to plank position. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises, keeping your hips nice and square here. Right pinky toe is pointing straight down to the floor. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right knee to your right nose. Just kidding, to your nose. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right knee comes into your chest. Then set the foot between your palms. Lower your left leg down, untuck your toes. Inhale, low lunge. This time I want you to hook your thumbs like this, like you're doing like one of those doves. Hook your thumbs and press out, feeling the outer borders of your upper arms, your humerus, really getting some engagement, some stretch. Squaring off those hips, pulling that right foot, hip back in space. Left hip pointer forward. Take an inhale here, maybe pulling those wrists back, baby back bend, arching open. And then exhale the hands down to the mat. Step that left foot up to meet your right at the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to stand. Exhale, hands meet in front of the heart in prayer. Inhale, sweep your arms down and up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step your feet back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises, hips are square. Left pinky toes pointing straight down to the floor. Take an inhale here. Then exhale, left knee to nose. Arch round your back. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, pull that left knee into your chest, and then set the foot down. Between your palms, lower your right leg, untuck your toes, come up. Low lunge on the left side. Hooking your thumbs again, but then put your opposite hand that you did before, opposite thumb in front, and pull out, engaging the outer edge of your arms. Pull it like you're trying to pull your thumbs apart, but they're hooked. Pulling that left hip socket back, right hip point forward. Take an inhale, open your chest, wrist back, little baby back bend. Inhale, and then exhale, hands frame the foot. Step that right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands meet in front of your heart. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step your feet back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to nose, arch your back. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee, hold into your chest, hover for a moment. Set the foot down and reach both arms up, keeping your left knee up for crescent lunge. One more time, hooking those thumbs, pulling those thumbs apart. Biceps framing the ears. Stack that right knee right over your right ankle. Maybe trying to make your right thigh parallel to the floor. Strengthen your back leg. Squeeze those inner thighs towards each other to square off those hips. So much engagement here. And just like we did in Anjaneyasana, reach those thumbs back, wrist back, opening that left hip, opening your chest, gaze up towards the sky, shine your heart up, and exhale, hands frame the foot. Step your left foot forward, inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands meet in front of the heart. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to nose. Round your back. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, one more time, left leg up. Exhale, left knee holds into your chest. Set the foot down. And then raise up for crescent lunge. Hooking your thumbs, opposite thumb in front than you did on your other side. Pressing out like you're trying to pull your thumbs apart. Stack that left knee right over your ankle. Strong back leg. Squeeze those inner thighs together, squaring off your hips. Low ribs pulling in. And then same little back bend, arch your back, feeling that open hip flexor, chest open, heart shines up, wrist pull back, and then exhale, hands down. Step right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands meet in front of the heart in prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, come up on your tippy toes, look between your palms. Exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way to stand, hands overhead. And then exhale, hands down to prayer. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, float or step back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, inhale up on your tippy toes, look between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands meet in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, float back to chaturanga or step back to plank, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more sane here. Inhale up on your tippy toes. Look between your palms. Step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. All the way to stand, hands overhead. Exhale, hands meet in front of your heart. One more inhale. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between your palms. Exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your big toes to touch, a little space between your heels. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, arms up overhead, chair pose. Sit deep into your chair. No weight in your toes. Arms are strong. Pull that tailbone a little bit down towards the floor, but keep the integrity of that curve in your spine. Bring your hands through heart center and then fold it back over your legs, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, float it back, and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, open your hip, drop your heel towards your butt. Square your hips back off, inhale. Exhale, right leg pulls forward. Set the foot between your palms. Spin your back heel down. Make sure you're at least heel to heel or even wider alignment here to give yourself space. We're going to bring it up, warrior one. So you're leaving that heel down. Your toes should be pointed slightly forward on that back foot. Shoulders are forward. Hips are pointing forward, and then spiraling down in that back leg through the outer edge of your back foot. Here's our warrior one for today. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open the hips, heel to butt. Inhale, back to square. Those hips off. Exhale, left knee squeezes on through. Spin your right heel down. Inhale, back up. Warrior one on the left side. Check that your right toes are pointing slightly forward. Both hips forward, both shoulders forward. Left ankle over knee. Nope. Left knee over ankle. Biceps framing the ears. Spinning that outer edge of that right foot down towards the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more sun B. We're going to do it one breath. So when you're ready, come up on your tippy toes. Look between your palms. Exhale, float or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Big toes touching, heels apart. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, chair. Exhale, through prayer, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, jump or step, and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, open the hips. Inhale, square it off. Exhale, knee to chest. Set the foot between your palms. Spin that left heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, square it back off. Exhale, knee to chest, pull it in. Step between your palms, heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your right foot, left foot back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg's gonna rise here. Exhale, open your hip. Keeping your shoulders square here. Keep that hip open for just another breath. And then square your hips back off. Inhale. Exhale, pull that knee into your chest. Set the foot between your palm. Spin that left heel down. We're coming up into warrior one again. So check your alignment. Make sure your right knee is right over your right ankle. Shoulders are pointing forward, hips are pointing forward. Weight bearing through the outer edge of that left foot. Drop your hands down behind your back. Clasp your hands, knuckles to the floor, opening, exposing your collarbone, and then bow forward. It's inside of your right leg, humble warrior. Let your neck be long, pulling your knuckles towards the front of your mat. Try not to lay on that right leg. Release your hands down towards the mat. Come up onto your left toes. Inhale, crescent lunge. Slow as molasses.
axis, lower your left knee all the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Frame your right foot. Shift your hips back, half split, flexing that right foot. Breathe. Keep your spine long here, reaching the crown of your head towards the front of your mat, not rounding towards your leg, but keeping it long. Rebend that right leg, tuck those left toes, come back up, crescent lunge. And then you're gonna twist towards the right, opening up. That right hand's reaching back, left hand's reaching forward. And then exhale, left hand down towards the inside of your right foot. Right arm reaching up towards the sky, collarbones, shoulder blades wide, strong twist. And then exhale, right hand down to the mat. Lift that right foot up and shoot it back, three-legged dog, right leg is lifted. Exhale, shift forward to plank, right leg stays lifted. Lower down to chaturanga, both feet come down, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open your hips, stay there a moment. Feel that nice quad stretch, keeping your shoulders square. And inhale, left leg lifts, square the hips back off, and pull that knee in to your chest. Step between your palms, lower that right heel down, come back up, warrior one. Bring your hands down behind your back. Clasp your fingers, palms to press. Knuckles pull straight down to the floor first, exposing that collarbone, and then bow it forward inside that left leg. Arms can come forward, humble warrior. Now let your neck relax here. Release your hands down. Frame your left foot, come up onto your toes of your right foot, and come up, crescent lunge. Left foot forward. Inhale here, and then exhale, twist open to the left. Right arm's reaching forward, left arm's reaching back. And then drop that right hand inside the left for a crescent twist, crescent lunge, I don't know. Twisted lunge, twisted runner's lunge. Y'all, I'm still learning. I think I forgot something here. Definitely did. Forgot to do the half split, so we're gonna do it now. I'm gonna drop that left hand down. Right knee comes down, untuck your toes, press your hips back, flex your left foot. Half split on the left. Crown of the head going long. Rebend that left leg. Frame your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Keep that left foot lifted as you lift it up. Shoot it back, three-legged dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank, keeping that left leg lifted. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Both feet down, inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, square off your hips. Open your hips. Inhale, square off your hips. Exhale, step it through to the front of your mat. Coming up now, crescent lunge here. And then spinning that left heel down, opening up warrior two. First warrior two of the day. You can make your stance a little narrower, heel to arch alignment, but make sure your left toes are still pointing slightly forward. Spinning that outer right knee towards the right pinky toe. Arms are wide, low belly's in, gazing over your right fingers. Flip your right palm, reach forward, then sweep it up and overhead. Peaceful warrior. Staying here for a moment. Opening up that right side body. Really feeling a nice stretch here. And then come back. Warrior two, nice and strong there. Straighten your right leg. Shift your hips back in space towards that left foot. And then reach it forward towards your right big toe. And wherever you land, go ahead and come down to a block or the floor. Fingertips. And gazing up at your left fingertips if you can. Trying not to lock that front knee out. Go ahead and bring your left hand up and over your right left ear. Oh my God. So you're reaching long here. And then spin towards that right foot. Bend that right knee. Come up onto your toes of your left foot. And then you're going to step it forward, standing split. So left leg is going to lift up. You're going to be reaching the crown of your head towards your right ankle. Reaching the left toes straight up towards the sky. Bend your left knee, come in towards your right knee. Kind of let your left knee and your right knee touch here. Bend both knees, shift your gaze forward, and come all the way up to standing, bringing that left knee up to your chest. Arms come up overhead. Find a good, stable position here. Left foot is flexed, pulling in towards your chest. And then all at once, dip it forward. Shoot that left leg back. Arms straight forward, warrior three. Long line of energy from your heel to your fingertips. Rolling that left hip down towards the floor. Biceps are strong. Bend that right leg. Set the left toes down. Hook your thumbs again. Inhale, baby back bend. Last baby back bend. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, foot to seat. Open your hip. Inhale, square off those hips. Exhale, left foot comes forward. Step it through. Spin that right heel down. And open it up, warrior two. Look at your alignment. Make sure left knee is stacking over left ankle. Reaching good Lord. Reaching your left hand forward, right ribs back in space. Flip your left palm forward, reach forward first, Then sweep up and over, big, big arc, peaceful warrior. And then if you maybe straightened your left leg a little bit, make sure you rebend it so that your knee is stacking right over your ankle. You're opening that left side body here. And then with the control of your obliques, come back up. Warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Shift your hips back. And then reaching forward with your left toes like you're reaching towards the front of your mat. And once you can't reach forward anymore, then the hand comes down to a block, your shin, the floor, right arm up overhead, gazing at the fingertips. Sweep your right arm up and overhead, bicep by the ear, and then turn towards your left foot. Frame your leg, come up onto your right toes, and then when you're ready, spring up for standing split. Right leg's rising, left leg is strong, gaze at where your ankle and your leg meet. Reaching those right toes up, but keeping that hip super duper square. Bend that right knee, bring it in towards your left. Then bend both knees using control. Come all the way up to standing, bringing your knee up to your chest, flex your foot, arms hugging in overhead. Hold here, prepare. Get your mind right. Strong, strong. What is this? Standing one leg mountain. And then shoot that right foot back in space. Dip it forward. Warrior three. Long line of energy through your heel to your fingertips. Stretching, stretching. Reaching that right outer edge of your right hip towards the floor. Low belly in. Strong arms. Bend that left knee. Set your right toes down. Hook your thumbs. Opposite thumb in front. Reach those wrists back. Baby back bend. Shine that heart up towards the sky. Exhale. Hands frame your left foot. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple big breaths here. Inhale, right leg's gonna rise here. Exhale, we're gonna do something we don't normally do. Bring your right ankle towards the left edge of your mat. Set your knee down and scoot those left toes back. We're going into pigeon here. It's a hip opener here after all those warriors, you deserved it. Your shin does not need to be parallel with your mat, but that is certainly, I guess, the ideal place. But if that doesn't feel good to you, well, then that's not good for you. Make sure your left hip is pointing straight out of the socket. If you need a block here, feel free to come up on a block so that your hips can stay square, but you're not smashing into those, the acetabulum where your hip and your femur meet. So wherever you are in your pigeon, whether it's up on a block or you're all the way in it, take an inhale here, coming up on the fingertips, shining the heart up and over, up and forward. And then walk your fingertips forward and just relax. Maybe you come to forearms. Maybe you can come all the way down. Again, a block is a great tool here as well. Listen to your body. And then once you find your spot, just come back into your breath. Long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. Slowly walking your hands back towards your knee. If you have king pigeon in your practice, where you're up and you're holding onto your back foot, something that I'm working on. So you may at this point bring your right heel closer in towards yourself. Bend that left knee. You may use a block here if you feel like your hips come up, that is fine. And then reaching back with your left hand first. I like to actually try and do both because then it keeps my hips and shoulders square, and then kicking into those hands, opening your shoulders. King Pigeon. If you're in King Pigeon, stay there for as long as you'd like, or slowly release. Release your block. Plant your palms, come up onto your left toes. Shoot your right leg up and back, three-legged dog, and then set your right foot down to the floor for downward dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to chest, send that left foot to the right edge of your mat. Tuck those right toes and lower down, King Pigeon, or just regular pigeon, I guess. Before you lower, check in with your alignment, making sure your right toes are coming straight out of your hip behind you. Hips are square. Left foot is flexed. Take an inhale here, shine your heart up. And then exhale, walk it forward to wherever is good for you. Keep in mind that some days you might have really open hips and some days you might be a little tighter due to whatever is going on in your life. So be gentle with yourself. If you're where you want to be, great. If you can take it further, great. If you're not where you want to be, just know there's a season for everything. Deep inhales and deep exhales here. Start to walk your hands back towards your left knee. Tuck that left hip foot in and try again. Reaching the right arm back first. Grabbing that foot if you can. Maybe getting that left hand back there. It all has to do. If you tried it on one side and know that, whoop, so I know I can do it on this side, so I'm gonna push. But if you didn't try it, maybe try it on the side. Maybe you'll surprise yourself. All right, opening your shoulders, kick into your hands if you are clasping the foot with both hands. Hold that low belly in so your back doesn't get it hurt here. And then slowly release. Don't just drop your foot. Plant your palms, tuck your right toes. Send your left foot back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale that foot down to meet your right. Downward facing dog. Probably wondering if we're gonna do any inversions today. And I think let's just do tuck jumps today. You can do tuck jumps from your hands, or if you'd like to take it into pincha and just try and tuck and jumping into pincha, or jumping into a tucked handstand. So if this is your first class with me, just follow along. Coming up on your tippy toes, look ahead of your fingertips. Bend your knees, exhale, pull your heels in towards your butt, and then land, reset. Inhale up on your tippy toes, look ahead of your fingertips. Exhale, jump it forward, heels to butt, and land. If you get some hang time, try, just hang out there as long as you can. We're gonna do 5 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. Last one, make it a good one, inhale, exhale. Awesome, guys. Drop down to your knees and press back for a brief child pose. Come back up through your downward facing dog, or make your way to your bottom if you want to try to jump through. We just did all those tuck jumps, so you might as well. Or if you're exhausted, meet out. On your mat, feet out in front of you, feet are flexed. Inhale, arms up overhead, staff pose. Exhale, reach your fingertips long out and ahead of your toes. Grab whatever you can. Once you land, pull your chest forward. Shine your heart forward. Flatten that back as much as you can. And then dive it forward. Allow yourself to keep a long spine here. Release your toes, come all the way up to sitting. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Reach your arms forward, and then slow, curve your back and take it all the way down to the mat. For bridge pose, bring those heels up a little closer so you can graze your heels with your fingertips. Making sure that all 4 corners of your feet are grounded down to the floor. And then on your next inhale, press your hips up towards the sky. Clasp your hands underneath and roll your shoulder blades underneath you. Squeeze your knees in towards each other. Ground down through the big toe mound. Pull your lower ribs in. And then unclasp your hands, roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Maybe windshield wiper your legs a few times if you need to. Next. next round, you can either do another bridge, you can grab a block and set it under your sacrum for a restorative bridge, or you can take it into full wheel. For those of us going into full wheel, follow along with me, keeping in mind it's really hard for me to talk in full wheel, so, and I'm being selfish, and I want to practice it too, so I could just not practice it and talk normally. All right, enough talking. On your ready, when you're ready, inhale those hips up towards the sky, press through the heels. Exhale, hands up overhead. Plant your hands by your shoulders, right next to your ears. Next, inhale, press to the crown of your head, pointing your elbows forward. Then straighten your arms. Press your shoulders as close over your wrists as you can. And then when you're ready, come down to the tops of your shoulders first and roll it down all the way to the floor. Bring your feet wide on your mat here and then drop one knee and the other to get a nice counter stretch. Bring your knees into your chest, maybe rock side to side. Maybe make small circles with your knees. First going clockwise and then counterclockwise. Give yourself one more big hug. Keep your right knee into your chest. Send your left leg long. Turn your left leg out so you're kind of pulling it towards your upper right bicep. Maybe opening that inner groin just a little bit. And then pull your left knee across your body with your left hand. Tee open your right arm and go into a nice comfortable supine twist. Looking over at your right hand. Keeping that right shoulder grounded. And then come back up through center. Give one last hug to your right knee. Left knee's gonna come up and meet your right, and then shoot that right leg out long. Hugging just that left leg in for a moment. And then opening it up towards the bicep, getting a little bit of a groin stretch. All that squeezing. And then grab the left knee with your right arm, teeing open that left arm, twist over to the right for a supine twist. Coming out of your twist. One last big hug to the left. One last big hug to both legs, bringing that right leg in. And then go ahead, reach both arms up overhead, both legs long. Give yourself a big stretch. Take a big breath in, your lungs fill all your lungs up. And then exhale, sigh it out. Bring your hands down to your sides, setting up for Savasana here. Arms relaxed, palms up towards the sky, feet can splay out. Stop focusing on your breath as much, just focus on relaxing. Staying in your Savasana, allowing yourself one last little bit of rest. I have not been good about doing readings with you guys, so staying in your Savasana, I will be read from this book before. It's called The Four Agreements. It's based on Toltec myth and kind of building self-confidence Elements, and it calls it Personal Freedom. It's a really good book. I highly recommend it. But let's go ahead and read. So, how are we to become a warrior? There are certain characteristics of the warrior that are nearly the same around the world. The warrior has awareness. That's very important. We are aware that we are at war, and the war in our mind requires discipline. Not the discipline of a soldier, but the discipline of the warrior. Not the discipline from the outside to tell us what to do and what not to do, but the discipline to be ourselves no matter what. The warrior has control, not control over any other human, but control over one's emotions, control over one's self. They have complete control over their own emotions and therefore their own behavior. Thought that was appropriate for a warrior practice today. Go ahead and bring movement back into your fingertips and toes. Maybe shake your head side to side. Release any other random places that you're maybe holding. And when you're ready, roll onto your right side, staying in that fetal position for just a moment. Keeping eyes closed, press yourself up to a seated position, like when we started. Keeping eyes closed, do a full body scan. How do you feel? How do you feel differently from when you started to where you feel now? Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, pressing those thumbs right into the sternum. The warrior in me sees and honors the warrior in each and every one of you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Hope you enjoyed your practice. Namaste.